This is my story, but I do not believe it is mine alone. In fact, I know this is the story of many of the remnant out there. You found refuge where the world couldn't see. You found peace in a place where applause would have been a dangerous distraction. While they were rushing ahead, you were learning patience. While they were posting their highlights, you were gathering wisdom. While they were chasing fame, you were chasing the Father's voice, and that's why your steps now are ordered with a strength that rattles them. They see the glow now, they feel the shift now, but they have no idea the cost. They envy the fruit without understanding the pruning. They admire the light without recognizing it was forged in crushing darkness. They want the crown, but not the cross that came before it. You didn't just bounce back, you were built better, stronger, wiser, deeper. You didn't throw yourself into the spotlight, you allowed God to develop you in the unseen, so that when you stepped into your season, no man could take the credit, and no enemy could uproot what heaven had planted. James chapter 1 verse 4 tells us, "Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." And that's exactly what was happening in your quiet season. Perseverance was finishing its work, maturity was being built, completion was being formed. You weren't losing, you were being completed. Now they look at you and wonder how you evolved so quickly. They scratch their heads trying to figure out when the shift happened. But it didn't happen overnight. It happened in every unseen decision to keep going when no one was cheering. It happened in every silent surrender to God's will over your own understanding. They feel played because they never anticipated your resilience. They assumed your downfall would be the end of you. Instead, it became the blueprint for your rise. So walk boldly now, chosen one. You don't need their applause. You have heaven's endorsement. You don't need their validation. You carry divine authorization. Every step you take is a testament to the God who rebuilds better than what was broken, who restores beyond human expectation, and who uses silent seasons to create unstoppable vessels. Let them wonder, let them whisper, let them study your steps, because what you built in secret will speak louder than anything they could ever shout. You rebuilt without applause, and now you will rise without permission. You became the blueprint, and they never saw it coming. The very ones who tried to erase you now study your every move. The ones who once dismissed you as forgettable are now watching you like a mystery they just can't solve. You didn't chase influence, you became it. You didn't follow the trends, you set the standard. Why? Well, because you didn't conform to their mold. You let God break it and build you into something new. They wanted you to stay down, to stay broken, to stay bitter, but instead you allowed every setback to forge something greater within you. Every time they thought they'd finished you off, you rose, not as a copy, but as an original. The chosen one, you didn't just survive their rejection, you transformed it into revelation. You turned their chaos into clarity. You didn't react in rage, you responded in purpose, and that's what shook the ground under their feet. They can't recreate what you carry. They don't understand how you keep rising after every fall. But the truth is, you were never imitating the world. You were walking in the image of the one who created you. Genesis chapter 1 verse 27 says, "So God created mankind in his own image." That means you were never meant to blend in. You were born to reflect heaven on earth. You became the proof, really, that restoration is possible. You became the evidence that faith still works. You became the model for what it looks like to surrender everything, walk through the fire, and come out not just whole, but holy. While they were searching for shortcuts, you were submitting to the process. While they were seeking applause, you were chasing anointing. And while they mocked your silence, heaven was marking your steps. Isaiah 61 declares, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." You didn't have to force your light, it found you. It filled you, and it now radiates from everything you touch. You don't just walk into rooms, you shift them. You don't just speak, you impart. You don't just live. You awaken others to what's possible when someone refuses to stay in the grave they were thrown into. That's why they feel exposed, because your life is now a mirror. Your evolution is a reminder of what they could be if they had surrendered instead of schemed. Your transformation challenges their stagnation. You didn't come back the same, you came back different. Refined, focused, unapologetic. You stopped trying to make sense to those committed to misunderstanding you, and you started walking like the child of God. You are confident, called, and consecrated. They called you too much, but what they really meant is that you were too real, too pure for their games, too bold for their control, too rooted in truth to be manipulated. And now that you are standing firm, they're scrambling to catch up to a blueprint they never helped design. They can't imitate it because, well, they didn't pay the price for it. They don't understand that what you're carrying was birthed in brokenness, refined in silence, and sealed in the presence of God. Romans chapter 12 verse 2 reminds us, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." That's what happened to you. You didn't conform. Now you walk with power, not because you're loud, but because you're aligned. You move with precision because you're led, not driven. You are no longer living to prove anything to anyone. You are comfortable just knowing you're loved by the Father. Thank you for watching this video. Our prayer is that it not only encouraged you, but that it emboldened you to be the real you the Father created you to be. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share.